Nothing happened. No argument, no tension, no clear reason to feel bad, but something still felt wrong. And you couldn't explain why. And that's what makes it confusing, because nothing is wrong, but your body is reacting anyway. This is what happens when your system was trained to expect something to go wrong. That feeling isn't random, and it's not just overthinking. It's a learned response. And once you see it clearly, you start noticing it everywhere. You may notice it after a normal conversation. Nothing went wrong. No one said anything off. No tension in the air. But afterward, you keep replaying it. The words, the tone, the timing, the way they looked at you, trying to find something subtle, a pause, a shift, a detail that might mean something else, even when nothing actually happened, even when everything was fine. And that's where the feeling starts. Not outside, inside. A slight discomfort. Not strong enough to panic, but strong enough to stay. Like your body is waiting for something your mind can't find. Because you're not reacting to the moment. You're reacting to a pattern. When you spend enough time around instability, your system adapts. It learns to read tone, to notice silence, to track small emotional shifts, not occasionally, constantly. At first, that awareness helps you. It keeps you prepared. It helps you adjust. It protects you from being caught off guard. But over time, it stops feeling like a reaction. It starts feeling like who you are. Careful, aware, hard to fully relax. And this is where it changes. What feels like intuition is often just old vigilance. Not everything you feel is insight. Sometimes it's memory repeating itself, your body reacting to patterns that are no longer happening. But it doesn't know that, because at some point, those patterns were real. Maybe things used to shift quickly. Maybe someone's mood could change without warning. Maybe everything seemed fine, right before it wasn't. So your system learned something simple. Don't trust calm too early. And that learning stayed with you. So even now, when nothing is happening, your system keeps scanning. Not loudly, not consciously, but constantly. You don't just experience the moment. You monitor it. You measure it. You hold part of yourself back. Just in case. Just in case something shifts. Just in case something changes. Just in case the calm doesn't last. And that creates a subtle tension. Not enough to overwhelm you, but enough to keep you from settling. Enough to make you question things that don't actually need to be questioned. Enough to make normal moments feel slightly incomplete. And when your mind can't find a problem, it starts creating questions. Did I say too much? Did they seem different? Was that pause normal? The questions feel real, but they're not always about the moment. They're your system trying to explain a tension it already decided to feel. The discomfort feels present, but the source isn't. The problem isn't that something feels wrong. It's that your system learned to feel wrong, even when nothing is. And that doesn't come from nowhere. At some point, paying attention mattered. A tone mattered. A silence mattered. A shift mattered. You learned to notice early because early meant safer, and that skill stayed with you. Even now, when the environment is different, when the people are different, when nothing is actually happening. Your system is still applying the same rule. Stay alert. Stay ready. Stay slightly tense. So when nothing happens, and it still feels wrong, pause. Not to fix it, not to analyze it, just to notice something important. This might not be a warning. It might be a memory, a pattern meeting a moment that no longer matches it. Maybe nothing is wrong. Maybe this is just what calm feels like when your system doesn't fully trust it yet, and maybe the discomfort isn't telling you that something bad is about to happen. It's just telling you this is something new. You don't have to trust the feeling immediately, but you also don't have to obey it. If this made something clearer for you, subscribe, because patterns like this don't disappear the first time you understand them. They change slowly, each time you notice them, without letting them define what's real.